Hello, Louisville. Hello, friends. Today is a beautiful day. Such a wonderful day. I'm sitting outside doing a little bit of work today. I like to be outside in nature, especially when it's sunny, I can hear the birds chirping. It rejuvenates me. It makes me feel good. So don't mark off this simple pleasure of getting outside. Take your lunch today. Go outside. Have some time outside because it will make you feel better. It will energize you. And something that I wanted to talk about today, I saw someone post a meme on Facebook today that said, don't compare your day 1 with someone else's day 20. And this was posted by a friend of mine who is a Beachbody coach. And some people have mixed feelings about MLM companies, but I will say the Beachbody coaches that I know, they really go out of their way to build people up, and that is something that we need more in this world. And the message of comparison is something that we all struggle with on social media, because social media is, for lack of a better term, someone else's highlight reel. You see the good stuff, you see the best moments. That's what we post. Most people don't post the struggles. Most people don't post about the crap that they go through and the journey that it's taken to get to those peaks or those plateaus, because that's what they are. I mean, a peak, life is about the process. Life isn't about reaching any certain goal, because once you get to that goal, the end goal is never as good as what you think it is in your mind. Never amounts to what it does. In fact, for most people, it leaves them at a place of, oh my God, I've done that. What am I going to do now? So that's why it's so important to love the process and everything that you're doing, because the life is about just processes over and over and over again. So getting back to the comparison aspect, we all are faced with looking at someone else's life and saying, "Man, that's good. That's good. What is it in relationship to what I'm doing or where I'm at in my journey?" But that's bullshit. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter about what anybody else is doing. And the minute that you start comparing your life, your journey to someone else's, is a moment that you're going to come up short. It's not worth it. You're never, because you don't see what it took that person to get to that moment of perceived triumph. And you don't know how that moment of perceived triumph felt to them, because that's not what they talk about. They just talk about that one inevitable moment right now that's happening immediately. And it's all well and good now, but all that's going to lead to is the start of another journey, if that was a perceived end, as it were. So comparison just doesn't get you anywhere. And so I don't like using the term having blinders on, because I think that you want to see and experience everything that this wonderful life has. But you can't look at your life in how it relates to anybody else's life, because it is your life. It is the way that you do it. And you have to be happy with your life, and you have to be happy with the process that your life is taking, because again, it's all about that process. What this leads me to is having gratitude every single day. Having intentional gratitude for the things that you have in your life. I had a moment yesterday with my daughter. We after I picked her up, we were coming home. We pulled in the neighborhood, and there's fire trucks that were driving very slowly. My initial thought was, what are these guys doing? They're holding up traffic. But I look, and they're out walking, and they're collecting for the Crusade for Children. My daughter asked me, what are they doing? And so I told her, they're collecting for the Crusade for Children. And so I got the question, what is that? And that led to a very teachable moment about the fact that there are people less fortunate than us in this life. And that can be multiple levels of less fortunate. And that leads me to being grateful for everything that I have, everything that we have, and I'm sure everything that you have that are watching or listening to this, because we're all blessed beyond measure. Many people watching and listening to this, we're consuming this on a phone, on a tablet, on a computer, in your car. So that's a good starting point to think about. You have a lot. There are people in this world that have to fight and struggle to get water every day. There are people in this world that don't have a home to go to, that don't know where their next meal is coming from. And these are struggles that I am thankfully that I'm not exposed to, that I don't have to worry about. So with that in mind, I'm grateful for everything that I have. I'm starting from a place of gratitude. When I start from that place of gratitude, and I'm intentional to think about that every day, I don't want in the same manner that I would want if I wasn't grateful for what I have. My wants come from what can I do to maybe make this world better, make this a better place for other people? How can I give of myself in a different manner? And that changes the whole conversation about how I'm going to go throughout the rest of my day. It's absolutely magical. And this is something that everybody can put into practice in their own lives. It's nothing special for me. And the more people that I am exposed to, there's a lot of people that do this on a daily basis. And what's very, very powerful now about the way that the internet has changed our culture is that anybody can be vocal about how they are grateful. And I look at what is posted on social media, what is talked about in the news, and the ways that these are negative things that go into poison the lives of people. And the more that you hear negativity, you're going to start speaking negativity. The more that you speak negativity, the more that you're going to live negativity. The more that we see ways that go against the moral fabric of how we should live, the more you think that is a norm. But it's not a norm. Just because somebody else is doing it, just because people are doing it on a broad level, doesn't make it right, doesn't make it a good thing to do. And all this comes down to how we're perceiving everything. We have to know in our heart of hearts that we are lucky. We're lucky to wake up in the morning. And that sounds so cliche. That sounds so it sounds kind of silly, really. But when you break it down and you really, really think about it, it's pretty magical to wake up. There is so much that can go wrong that doesn't. And I know I'm learning more and more that's for a reason. You're here for a reason. There's something that you are here to do that's bigger than you. And the minute that you can think and realize that the purpose is bigger than you, you can act on that purpose. And that awareness goes a long, long way. So as you're scrolling through your social media, don't compare yourself. Don't compare, going back to that first thing, don't compare your day 1 to someone else's day 20. Because there was a lot of crap that they didn't show you that they had to go through to get there. And if you have a goal in your life that you want to go to, keep pursuing your goal every day. Keep pursuing it every minute. Slow it down so that it's a manageable amount of time that you can do to process that, and you can do it. But you can do absolutely anything that you put your mind to. You can. We have the tools, we have the technology that is accessible to anybody that's consuming this, that you can make a difference, that you can change not only your life, but someone else's life. It's just a matter of taking action. You know, YesLouisville.com was founded on the idea that we can put out content that inspires people that can take this action. That's what we're trying to do every day. it would mean absolutely the world to me if you would go to yeslouisville.com, if you would share our content, if you would share our page, if you would share our message that is driving to get this content out to people, because inspiration can come from anywhere. You never ever know who will inspire you, or who you will inspire to take another step, and we can make a difference that is so much bigger than ourselves. It is absolutely mind-blowing, the difference that you can make just by voicing your story and your journey. It is so wonderful. It is so fulfilling. It is so fabulous. So don't compare. Think positively. Do these simple little things, and you will have a better life. And if there's any way that we can help with your personal life, with your business, yeslouisville.com, yes502media.com, Yes Brands, we are doing some better things, and we're inclusive. We want to include our community. We're starting here in Louisville to make this better. We want to do it everywhere, but we're starting here. We want to make our community better, and there's so much stuff that we can make better in our little big town of Louisville, Kentucky. So it would, again, mean the world to me. Check out our blog. Check out the stuff that we've got. Check out our contributors. Help us out. Join our movement. We want to hear from you. But it all starts with everyone taking a little bit of action, taking a little bit of responsibility on their part. But it's absolutely doable, and it's so worth it. So have a lovely, lovely day. Have a lovely closing out of your week whenever you're consuming this. And if you want to connect with me, I'm on Twitter at itsmudd, ITSMUDD. You can connect with Yes Louisville at Yes Louisville. I'm on Facebook at JasonM502. I'm happy to connect with you. I'm happy to chat with anybody. I'm happy to do anything I can to help spread this message of positivity of this wonderful life. So thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Love you guys. Have a good day.